Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic testing.
Good morning, everyone. And Middle School Student Government Association President. Please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. Gratitude to the courageous individuals who have served our nation selflessly. Our purpose here today is to honor the invaluable contributions of those who have fearlessly defended our country. These heroes exemplify the essence of courage, embodying Principle 4, be courageous in the face of adversity. They risk their lives daily, fully aware of the sacrifices they might make, yet remain resolute in protecting our citizens. Today, we unite to pay tribute to all who have served, continue to serve, and will serve in the future. I would now like to welcome Simon Oyemi to the podium.
Thank you. Declared between the Allied nations and Germany in World War I, also known as the Great War. The Great War was officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed in June 1919. On November 11, 1919, President Wilson proclaimed Armistice Day to show pride for the heroism shown by those who died in the service for our country. It became a legal holiday dedicated for veterans and world peace in 1938. On that same day, in 1954, President Eisenhower changed the word armistice to veterans. From then on, it became known as Veterans Day. During President Eisenhower's Veterans Day proclamation, he said, "To us in America, Council of the Nations. Thank you to all veterans for your bravery and commitment to your country." Next, I would like to welcome Riley Willis to the podium for a poem reading.
Thank you, Simon, and good morning. My name is Riley Willis, and I will be sharing with you a poem today that was written by a Gerstell Academy Middle School student. It's titled Veterans. Veterans have to make the cut. Their flesh and blood are saved by luck. This ruthless life has no hue, like a band director who doesn't cue. It's sad that their children never know whether they'll walk. Cool, huh? The scary thing is, what if he fights the fight and loses his life? Veterans need help, not just the physical kind. I met one a couple days back, and his mental story made me want to cry. So please thank the veterans as much as you can. They're like America's mother holding our country's hand. Thank you for listening. Next, please enjoy this short video about the importance of Veterans Day. Then, listen to an inspirational story about a veteran told by Layla Nasser.
Since the dawn of our nation, brave citizens have answered the call to arms when the country was in danger. We hold our veterans in reverence for their courage. Their sacrifice was a debt of gratitude we can never repay to those who have chosen to answer the call to arms. Today, we honor them and thank them for their service, for their dedication to our nation's preservation, and for their oath to the Constitution on which the foundation of our government rests. On this Veterans Day, we ask all Americans to honor the over 18 million veterans among us and thank them for their continued dedication to our country, our freedom, and our future.
The Lincoln Project is responsible for the content of this advertising.
condition and is passionate about educating others on the importance of seeking help early. Beth demonstrates many of Gerstell Academy's leadership qualities, specifically being courageous in the face of adversity. She dealt with significant physical, emotional, and psychological hardships, yet emerged stronger using her experience to advocate for others. The model encourages resilience as a fundamental leadership trait, one that enables leaders to navigate difficult situations and grow from them. Beth's ability to persevere despite her trauma demonstrates a leadership mindset.
Good morning. My name is Eric Higa, and I'll be telling you about Aaron Cornelius, a former U.S. Army leader experienced intense combat during 3 deployments in Iraq. In March 2008, his unit was hit by an IED, resulting in multiple casualties. Days later, Aaron himself was severely injured by another explosion, leaving him blind and dealing with traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder. Adjusting to civilian life without his sight was extremely difficult, especially as he grieved never seeing his daughter again. Aaron felt abandoned and helpless, but a representative from the Wounded Warrior Project visited him in the hospital and provided consistent support, helping him navigate his transition.
Stephen Snyder, United States Air Force. Stephen Snyder, United States Air Force. From the class of 2014, Brett McLaughlin, United States Army. Richard Nagel, United States Navy. Richard Nagel, United States Navy. Jabria Rogers, Maryland Army National Guard. 2019, Reese Early, United States Navy. Antonio Holland, United States Army. From the class of 2020, Grant Abbott, United States Army. Also, the following alumni are still in college preparing to serve our country. From the class of 2021, Emily Messinese, United States Naval Academy. Marcel Lucky, Navy ROTC. From the class of 2023, Braden Dillon, United States Merchant Marine Academy. Nicholas Marquez, Texas A&M Corps of Cadets. And finally, from the class of 2024, Riley Sullivan, United States Military Academy at West Point.
And years of service, so we can recognize you individually. Thank you.
Through 67 or 8. And I am very impressed.
Thank you.
Ian Selby, United States Marine Corps. Yes. And happy birthday to all the other Marines in the audience. Captain, Cobra pilot, and I served from 96 to 05.
My name is Pernell Regener. I served in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard from 65 to 95. My rank was Lieutenant Colonel, and that was 30 years of service, all in the medical corps.
My name is Daniel Glash. I was in the United States Coast Guard. I left at
Good morning. I'm Jana Ellie. As most of you know, I'm in the Air Force, and I'm a lieutenant colonel, and I served from 1992 until 2017. And I was prior service as an F-16 avionics tech, and then went intel as an officer, and retired as a foreign area officer.
Good morning, David Gaines, Marine Corps.
Rob?
Abbott 2249. I was a major and I served for 11 years, 7 planes.
At school at the First Marine Academy up in Long Island, so yeah.
Good morning, Bruce Ryan, Sergeant, United States Air Force 1966 through 1970, and flew combat missions out of Ubon, Thailand during the Vietnam War.
Good morning. My name is Willie Dash. My rank of service is U.S. Air Force. My rank was sergeant. I served as a civil engineer for those years of service. My years of service was from 66 to 70.
Good morning, Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Jenkins, United States Marine Corps, currently reserves, Hoorah, 2005 to present.
John Hayes, U.S. Navy, AB-3, and I served from 1955 to 1959.
Tommy Lou, U.S. Navy, served upon the USS Theodore Roosevelt aircraft carrier. I was a machinist mate nuclear second class, and I was in from 93 to 2001.
And I was Lance Corporal, and I did 4 years in. Thank you.
Except for the Space Force. So hoorah, all of that. And our rank was a Master Sergeant, and I did 20 years in.
My name is Joe Delgado, United States Coast Guard. Just a few. Petty officer, usual service 2001 to 2006. One more thing. What about that volleyball team?
Good morning. My name is Richard Jordan. I was in the U.S. Army, Spec 4, 1961 to 1965. And I'd like to do a shout out to my granddaughter, Madison McGinnis.
Hi, Kenny Kyler, Maryland Army National Guard, First Lieutenant, 1972 to 1980.
Oh, I'm a hardcore. I didn't like one service, I decided to do another service. I was a hardcore. I was in Fisher, Junior Arctic, United States Navy, 1944. 49. 49, I said, I believe it. 49, I went to branch of the Army. The Army today is the National Guard. It used to be the 28th Division. 49 on to 86. I've been hope. I had a place to live and sleep. Thank you.
Robert R. Jones, grandfather.
Citizen Sam Jones. I served in the United States Army from 1958 to 1979. Retired as Master Sergeant EA.
Good morning. I'm Rodney Willis. I'm the father of Riley. I was in the United States Marines, 95 to 97. Thank you.
Hi, Sarah Com. I was in the Army, captain from 2007 to 2011 with a deployment to Iraq in 2010.
My daughter Sarah. I'm Gary Claben, Army. Hoorah! 1979 to 1985, got out as rank of captain, and here's my lovely wife, Deborah.
Hi. Deborah Claben, U.S. Army, captain, years of service 79 to 85. Grandma to Ethan Calm.
Six.
My name is Jennifer DeMauro. I was in the United States Air Force, Staff Sergeant from 83 to 1981.
Robert Barnes, Master Sergeant, retired 1953 through 1973. U.S. Air Force. That is the U.S. Air Force.
Good morning. I'm Chris Daly. I served on active duty from 1978 through 84, and for a few years in the reserves after that. I finished up as a lieutenant commander in the Navy. And a special shout out to Jenna Daly, my daughter-in-law, Laura.
My name is Jim Weimert. I served in the U.S. Army Reserve, the rank of sergeant, and I served for 6 years.
Morning, my name is Mike Casey, United States Navy Commander, 1978 to 1998.
My name is Vladimir Zikan. I escaped from East Europe in 1949, 1949, and stayed in Germany, a refugee camp for 3 years until I got the permit to come to United States. I came here in 1951. After 10 months, I was drafted, and after basic training at Proving Ground, I ended up in Korea for very proud to serve for this country, which gave me everything. My home country, Czechoslovakia, would refuse me because of the communist government. God bless America.
My name is John Dodson, and I was in the U.S. Navy in 1971 to 77, a Radyman third class on the USS Mount Whitney. And I want to say a special thanks to my friend Mike. He had a fantastic life, still is enjoying a fantastic life. When he was younger, he was a professional soccer player, professional hockey player for the Baltimore Clippers, a great pianist still today. And I met him first.
I was a senior airman, E4, and I served from 1980 to 1984.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name was Ryan Beck. I was in the Army from 93 till 97. I was actually an Afghan linguist, a translator, and so E4 specialist. Yeah.
My name is Jared Mandel. I was in the Army Medical Service Corps from 1966 to 1972.
Hi, I'm David Riker. I was in the United States Air Force. I was an air evac medic from 1970 to 74.
United States Marine Corps. I was a Lance Corporal for 4 years in the late 90s.
Good morning, all. Joe Doherty. I was United States Navy Petty Officer on the USS Constellation. Prior to that, I did 1 year of reserve duty, and then came back and did reserve duty for till, let's see, that would be reserve duty from 75 to 76, active 76 to 80, and back to reserves again till 83.
I'm Allison Williams. I was in the United States Navy. I was a nuclear machinist mate first class on the USS Nimitz, and I served from 2000.
Ethan Palmisano, Maryland Army National Guard Specialist. 2019 to present, I was deployed with NATO to Kosovo.
Brett McLaughlin, U.S. Army Reserve, Civil Affairs. I'm a captain and I've been in for 5 years.
Second class, 1970 to 75.
Charles Adams, Navy, rank BM3, years 40, yes, 64 to 68, 2 years in the Tonkin Gulf Yacht Club, and a proud grandfather of Gage. Very good. This is terrific for this school.
Joe Hamburg, United States Marine Corps, 99 to 2004.
Good morning. Name is Robert Regal. I was in the Army. I attained the rank of captain. Years of service was 67 to 72. So you can pretty much figure where I spent, because I had this wonderful plan that I was going to take all the schooling the Army wanted to give me, and by the time I was finished, the war would be over. It was a great plan. I executed my part flawlessly. The timing sucked. But before we leave here, I'm honored to be here with this. Years ago, I was a salesman driving along, and you know how bumper stickers will jump out at you every once in a while? Well, this car in front of me had one that sticks with me today. And it said, "For those who have fought for it, freedom has a flavor the protected will never know." Thank you.
I'm Natalie Backish. Went in the Air Force in 1988. I joined the Maryland Air National Guard in 1996, and I still serve as the First Sergeant, Master Sergeant at the Cyber and Intel Squadrons.
Good morning. My name is Maddie Jackson, and this is Daniel Carver. Our lower school students have prepared some questions for our veterans. Daniel will bring the microphone to our students with the questions and repeat their questions. Veterans, if you would like to answer the questions, please raise your hand and I will bring a microphone to you so you can share your answer with the audience. Thank you.
Margaret from first grade has a question.
How do you serve?
How do you fight for our country?
We fight as a team.
I fought for my country in a very important support role. I was in Vietnam for a lot of the time that I was there, and my job was to build bases, help our Air Force land planes and everything else. So my role was to get out there and work with the troops in building the bases and all the support facilities for the troops, so that when they went out, we had air cover for them. So they were out in the bushes and we were out there.
What was your job in the military?
What was your favorite job in the military?
Hi, Bob Freeman again. I was a crew chief. I turned wrenches and worked on big cargo jets, C-141s.
Brendan from third grade has a question.
What was your greatest achievement while you were in the military?
What was your greatest achievement when you were in the military?
Well, this one's pretty easy because everybody thinks that joining the military means that you're going to go out and do to save lives. That was our mission, was to save lives, and I have the honor and privilege of having personally saved several lives during my time.
Delaney from fourth grade has a question.
What was the most valuable lesson you learned from your time in the service?
What is the most valuable lesson you learned from your time in the service?
You can always do more than you expect of yourself.
In the air, on land or sea, first to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. Anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the foam, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. For the call we place our trust in thee. Through surf and storm and howling gale, high shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our pledge, our motto, too so true. We're always ready
Good morning. My name is John Palasko, and it's an honor to serve as Gerstell Academy's president. I'm proud to be working with this dedicated faculty and staff as we partner with our parents and families to help our students work to reach their full potential as leaders and learners. Our annual Veterans Day Assembly is one of my favorite events each year. It is our pleasure as demonstrated and continue to demonstrate on behalf of our great nation. Thank you all so much for your service and dedication. Thank you for the many sacrifices you have made on behalf of your country and our Constitution. And thank you for serving as role models for us and our students with regards to how you serve others with intangible and meaningful ways. We are grateful for the heroes in our midst. I would like to also take a moment to recognize all the student leaders who helped with this morning's ceremony. Thank you, students. Great job. It is my honor each November to present the Gerstell Academy Veteran of the Year Award. Members of our community nominated many worthy individuals this year of this year's nominees. We would like to thank the students and families who submitted these nominations. This year's award recipient truly embodies the ethos of service to our country and community with 23 years of service and counting. A little bit about this year's winner. This year's winner attended the United States Naval Academy. He earned a degree in aerospace engineering. He played in the Academy's water polo team and earned All-American honors as a goalie. Try treading water for 40 minutes. Quite difficult. Try treading water for 40 minutes while trying to keep shots that are flying at your head from entering the goal. Upon the graduation from the U.S. Naval Academy, our honoree joined the U.S. Marine Corps. By the way, happy birthday, Marine Corps. Googled what a Cobra attack helicopter is, and I'm going to share with you that now. It says a Cobra attack helicopter is equipped with a range of weaponry designed for close air support. It typically features 3-barrel 20-millimeter Gatling gun in a chin turret, providing substantial firepower. Additionally, it can carry a variety of rockets and missiles on its stub wings, including the 2.75-inch rockets, anti-tank missiles, and Sidewinder air-to-air missiles for self-defense. This versatile armament makes the Cobra a formidable attack helicopter. You do not want to find yourself on the business end of a Cobra attack helicopter. Our honoree served in 3 deployments, including Operation Enduring Freedom, which is in Afghanistan, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. And then upon retirement from the Marines, our honoree did something very unique. He pursued a passion, one that he has had since he was 5 years old, growing up in Washington State. You see, our honoree is a lifelong violinist, performing in the Tacoma Youth Symphony as a child during his school days. This passion for music, especially the violin, led him to pursue training and apprenticeship from a master violin maker. This led our honoree to becoming a master violin maker himself. He spent 9 years honing his craft and making beautiful instruments and music. But eventually, the call to serve his country and community and his love for flying drew him back to the cockpit. So in 2014, 9 years after his honorary discharge from the Marine Corps, he joined the Maryland State Police. He first served second instructor and the command maintenance test pilot for the Maryland State Police. His wife and children expressed the following: "We could not be more proud of him and his continued service both to our nation and our local community." I have a student joining me for the presentation here. This year's winner of the Gerstell Academy Veteran of the Year Award goes to
my dad, Ian Selby.
So, Mr. Selby, we thought it would be pretty cool to finish our ceremony. We just happened to find this violin in the back. So we were wondering if you would do us the honor of playing the Star Spangled Banner, leading us as we close this ceremony. Please rise.
Is this one that I built?
How long ago did you build this one?
This is my number 5 and 2010.
Can you grab the case, please?
Thea tried hard. She's a pianist.
Thank you again for joining us today on this special occasion. I would like to express appreciation to everyone who made today's ceremony possible.
First of all, thank you to the members of our 8th grade class who presented or otherwise assisted with today's assembly. Presenting is a big job. We appreciate you sharing your time, talents, and treasures with us today.
Thank you to the upper school chorus for leading us in the national anthem and alma mater.
Thank you to Ms. Sprinkle, Mr. Casey, Ms. Uzorowski, Ms. Edwards, Ms. Kasner, and Ms. Johnson for all your hard work behind the scenes preparing both the big and small details. Thank you, Mr. Sim, Mr. Samuel, and Ms. Molesworth for the live stream IT support and photographs, and also Mr. John Schultz and our facilities team for their support with the setup and cleanup.
Finally, thank you, Dr. Smith and Mr. Velasco, for ensuring that Veterans Day is a memorable day at Gerstell Academy. The leadership, honor, and courage our veterans have displayed is something to be remembered and recognized.
Veterans, thank you for attending today's ceremony.
Now please stand and join us in singing the Gerstell Academy alma mater led by our upper school choir.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you to our veterans. So, students, I offer you the next 5 minutes to greet and express appreciation to our veterans and honored guests, at which point I will hand the microphone to an administrator, and they will send you back to class. Veterans, don't forget, afterwards, you're welcome to top up your cup of coffee and finish swapping stories. Today